Whoa, Michigan defeats Michigan State in a straight dominant performance. I mean, drag them out the club, drag them to the parking lot, just get stumped out. That's what that was. Go Blue. University of Michigan, we up in here, went to East Lansing and dominated Lewerke. I mean, Lewerke just didn't do much today at all. You know what I'm saying? Mike Valenti, how you doing? Everything okay, brother? Hold this L. I seen you trying to say, Michigan should dominate Wisconsin. Michigan State is clear to see. And whoop, no, you're not going to diminish that victory like that, sir. Your quarterback was 5 for 25, straight garbage. For 68 yards, this is domination. Everybody talk about Michigan, how Michigan overrated. L.J. Scott was the leading rusher for 10 carries for 25 yards, was equated out to 2.5 yards a carry. And none of your receivers did anything much of getting 2 catches and 24 yards, 12 yards per catch. Average with only 1 touchdown catch by your quarterback, which is pathetic. They did the fake Philly play that stole from the Lions. Well, the real story cut those 2 catches for 24 yards with no touchdown. The Michigan, we let them score, basically. That's what I would say. Chris Evans fumbled, basically while we had our backs to right on our goal line. They picked up they needed a trick play to score. Other than that, Michigan State wouldn't even have scored, man. And that's real spit. Shea Patterson wasn't nothing beautiful, but remember it was raining, so maybe that could attribute to Lewerke's bum performance. Shea Patterson was 14 for 25, 213, 2 touchdowns. Kyron Higgins, he was balling, 32 carries, 139 yards, 4.3 yards a carry. Shea Patterson was the second leading rusher with 8 carries, 21 yards as well. And that was real old Big Ten smash mouth Michigan football we played today. And over the top to down for Peoples-Jones. And, it was a domination, man. It wasn't pretty. It rained last year. It was an excuse. Some of the Michigan fans you lose last year that it rained. The reason we didn't win last year was because Jeff O'Corney, the quarterback, he sucked. You know what I'm saying? And no matter if our starter would have played, who's on UCLA, whose name just seems to escape me because he sucked, we still would have lost to Michigan State last year. They were the better team. But today, Michigan, they played ball. They had the quarterback that can make enough throws. He, can use his legs enough. And I don't think you've seen the best of Shea Patterson at all. Shea Patterson was a wizard with the option. Even using head fakes to fake out the defense today. But not to even just go on Sparty Jones on Sparty a lot. But Sparty played well in the trenches. When your offense isn't giving you much and they can't move the ball, that puts a lot of onus on the defense. The defense should feel mad at the offense. I mean, Lewerke obviously only completed 5 passes out of 25 passes for 68 yards. I don't know too many defenses that want to win a defense. They kept the game close. They got the offense basically the touchdown with the turnover. And then the offense also turned it over for Michigan State some as well too. And Michigan turned it over again, but Michigan was just a better team. Michigan seems to have an elite defense. The offense seems to be coming together. I think they might have got Tyreek Black back today. He had a foot injury. I think he's more the route running receiver, but he didn't get any catches today. I don't know how many snaps he played, if he was indeed back. But for Michigan, it's coming together at the right time. They found their running back, Higgins. They found their groove offensively. In Michigan State, they had a big win versus Penn State. Maybe some emotions was drained in that game. It was a physical game. And maybe, they wasn't prepared fully. But at the end of the day, there's no reason why you shouldn't get up for a rivalry game of this magnitude. They have been dominating Michigan over the last, 10 or 11 meetings, whatever it has. And hopefully for Jim Harbaugh, this kind of silenced some of the haters they had within the program. Some of the former Michigan men asking for his job, and Charles Woodson, and for Braylon Edwards. But now they must go on, really focus, celebrate this win, focus, get ready for Penn State. I believe they're at home versus Penn State. It's very, very vital that they win that game, and then the Ohio State game will be the right to go to the Big Ten championship, and that's something that Michigan, has not done. Since they started the Big Ten championship game, we need that. You know what I'm saying? Excuse the background, somebody large car. But we go to Michigan State. They still make a bowl game, I believe. They go to Purdue. I think Purdue. It's a tricky place to go and play. They really ain't been relevant in football since Drew Brees when they went to the Rose Bowl. Yes, I remember that. Not that young, people may think. Then they go to Maryland. Then they got Ohio State. Then they got Nebraska, and then they got Rutgers. So the only game I really see them losing is a possible road game to Purdue, which I don't think they're going to lose. And I think a loss to Ohio State, but they usually play Ohio State really, really good. And they go into Buckeye Country in Columbus. So, but today was just Michigan just proved that they're a physical dominant team. They grew. I think they're a better team than when they played Notre Dame. I think that was a little bit too soon. I think Harbaugh didn't have them prepared, but you got to give it to Harbaugh. He made enough adjustments. His coordinators made enough adjustments, and he won the big game. Now he must complete it and win versus Ohio State. Well, first Penn State, and then win versus Ohio State. I think that's very, very critical, for them to complete this and get some heat off his back and really put this program up on a pedestal. And for Michigan State, obviously, they need a better running back. They need some more pizzazz, some more better playmakers. Lewerke is a good quarterback, man. I really do think he is. I just don't think they got the playmakers around him or the offensive creative mind around him. I think the defense is still good. They showed it today, holding the Michigan to 21 points. I think that was a positive in that. But, the offense just straight let Michigan State down. So they got some soul searching to do. They got some recruiting to do. I'd like to see them get some more speed on the outside. Better running back. So they got some work to do with Michigan State. But Michigan State, they still make a bowl game. Michigan State, excuse me, that's my dog. Michigan State, Michigan State just needs, honestly, Michigan State just needs some more elite tier 1 blue chip recruits, man. I like the way they developed the 2 to 1 to 3-star recruits they get. They need more 4 and 5-star recruits to really put them on a national stage legitimately. See, Michigan and Ohio State, they get those 4 and 5-star recruits off the strength of the lineage they have, what they did in the past. Michigan State, the next process for Michigan State is to get those big recruits to come there. Michigan State is in the bad camps. Remember, a few years ago, it was the number 1 party school in the country. And you get a great education going there, so I don't understand why more kids wouldn't want to come to Michigan State. So they got to get those. And then, Nick Saban had good recruits to come there. So I think Mark D'Antonio, what was it? Mark D'Antonio. It's Mark D'Antonio. Sorry, forget little brother's coach name. But our little brother's coach name D'Antonio. He got to get some 4 and 5-star recruits. They ain't got to be we number 1 or number 10 through rankings. He has to get some blue chip recruits. And once he does that, he's an excellent coach. I think he's one of the more underrated coaches. And I remember he was some rumors that he passed up an opportunity to coach at University of Southern Cal. And he chose to stay at Michigan State. Out in Southern Cal, he would have got those 4 and 5-star recruits easily. But he wanted to remain loyal to Michigan State. And he knows he's basically like Tom Izzo damn near and John Beilein in Michigan. He's a lifer. He got a job, and why would you want to mess that up? Without even winning a national championship. If he do win a national championship, he's legendary at Michigan State University. For Michigan, enjoy this tonight and get preparing come Monday for Penn State. No letdowns, okay? You don't have Iowa, I don't think, on the rest of the schedule. So you got to worry about going to Iowa and Iowa upsetting. Iowa playing some great football in the Big Ten East or West. I think it's the West. They're playing some great football out there. But after Penn State, you got Rutgers, you got Indiana, which is always a tricky team to go play. And then you got Michigan. But go blue. Michigan wins 21-7. Go to East Lansing. And son, little brother, man. Let me know what y'all think. Comments in the comment section. Like the video, subscribe. We do a lot of different things. Motor City Sports Talk. Also going to get working on the Detroit Pistons and Chicago Bulls prediction and preview. So we're going to get to that later on. Much blessings. And Lions preview show probably tomorrow morning. We out.